that, partner.
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is right through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left.
Here we go now.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And he's got it up and through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provided a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They start the drive with Cook. And some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A give. This is Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. They'll run for it with Cook. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down. Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run it again with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball.
And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark. And
the defense able to recover, bat it free. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Set, move, land it. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. Over. Here we go. Leopard.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Trying to improvise. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
Here we
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get 17 yards there, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
10 more there and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
In motion right comes Funchess. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcast rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Handoff comes to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
He'll drop to throw, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that,
all game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A toss to Cook. And some room to work. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.